let's review Confetti Crunch cereal from Great Value. Are you like me and other birthday cake cereals have let you down in the past? Are you hoping with me that Walmart's Great Value brand can come to the rescue for only $2.97? Friends, time to eat some cereal. Happy birthday, everybody. Welcome to Cerealsly, where we take cereals seriously. My name is Alex, and I eat and review hundreds of cereals a year with episodes every week in order to help you get the most out of your cereal experience. Today on Cerealsly, we're back to one of our favorite old habits, checking out the latest interesting flavor from Walmart's Great Value cereals. This time, it's this, Confetti Crunch. Stick around to the end and I'll give a full rating of this out of 5, and I'll let you know if it's worth your cereal investment. Now, I've said this many times before on this channel, but I am a sucker for birthday cake ice cream. Somehow, almost every ice cream brand has been able to nail birthday cake, capitalizing on the simple vanilla flavor, ribbons of frosting, and sprinkles inside. For some unexplainable reason, though, cereal companies have not been so lucky. A truly great birthday cake cereal has managed to elude us for decades. Instead, we've been given birthday cake cereal after birthday cake cereal that's fine, but nothing special. At their worst, birthday cake cereals are just sickly, sweet, plain vanilla, which is terrible. But that's where Great Value comes in. Walmart has been operating the Great Value line of cereals for a long time now, and while they're mostly known for being generic versions of cereal classics, they also do take quite a handful of unique flavor swings every year. Now, some admittedly are horrible, like last year's cotton candy, but some incredibly have been awesome. Most specifically, their recent cookie butter cereal got a 4.5 out of 5 from me, making it my runner-up for Cereal of the Year in 2024. That blew my mind then, still does today. Now, as far as this particular cereal goes, it does hew closely to Walmart's previous categories in their new cereals. They have one category, their most frequent, which is basically flavored balls. And then their second most common type is the base of this squarish cereal made from wheat and rice with a flavor on top. They did that category with blueberry pie and strawberry shortcake cereals in the recent past, and that's obviously what's going on here. That is also, by the way, the same base as their pretty good Cinnamon Toast Crunch knockoff, Cinnamon Crunch. That's probably why this is called Confetti Crunch. And reusing those two primary shapes is a good strategy. I get why they do it. It's safe enough that they know it's not going to be gross. And it saves them on the research of coming up with a new base every time, and it allows them to focus directly on the flavor, and that's what I want them to focus on. In fact, maybe that singular eye will allow them to crack the code of birthday cake cereals once and for all. A guy can hope, right? In the end, I want to use all of my cereal experience to help you decide if you need a bowl of Great Value's Confetti Crunch. Hey, if you made it this far in the video, I hope it really is your birthday soon. That'd be nice. But would you do me a favor? Would you like this video and subscribe to the channel and leave a comment with what cereal we should look at in a future episode? Doing any of those things would really help me out. All right, I think I am ready. I have got my bowl. I've got my spoon. I have got my trusty 1% milk. And of course, I have the cereal of the hour, Confetti Crunch. Oh, I always like to look. Great Value always puts an activity for kids on the back. And this one is a very simple party maze. You're supposed to get this guy who's bringing the cake and some balloons all the way down to his buddy, the birthday boy. As usual, too, if you're a dum-dum, they have the solution right here on the side. I always get a kick out of that. One thing I'm noticing by looking at the box this closely is that despite being called Confetti Crunch and showing pictures of sprinkles, the picture of the cereal has very few color flecks on it. I think my mind made up the idea that they had lots of sprinkles all over them, and they sort of do on the picture. But honestly, it's quite a blurry picture. That's not just the blurriness of my camera. Maybe it's poorly printed, but even enlarged to show some texture, it doesn't show many of these sprinkles making their way over to the cereal. We'll have to see if that's the case when we really open this stuff up, which we should do right now. Well. These absolutely suffer from one of the problems that always plagues great value cereals of this shape, which is that they are very pale, very unattractive. But I can tell you that I do see a little bit of the confetti dust on these. So at least there's an attempt to make them look like they've got some sprinkles going on. I gotta tell you, I would have liked 10 times more color and vibrancy, but at least there's something here. And that's all we need to start out. So let's give a try to Confetti Crunch cereal from Great Value. Well, these were quite the surprise. They are not falling into the negative zone of just being a overly saccharine vanilla flavor. Instead, they do bring a vanilla punch, but it is balanced out with a nice saltiness to it, a nice flavor that's partnering well with the wheat and rice base we've got going on here. It's quite good. I am really enjoying that part. It's flaky, it's crisp, it's light. It's almost a refreshing cereal, which is not the case with normal birthday cake cereals that are almost like oppressive and heavy. Well, let's put some milk on it, see if that brings out any other layers to this flavor. I was hoping that milk would bring out a little more of the colored sprinkles. It did not. It probably did the opposite. It probably washed away any color there was. Now they really look the same colors like plain Rice Krispies in this bowl. I know the first ingredient is wheat. This is not the color cereal you would think would come from a wheat grain base. It absolutely seems like the color and texture of a rice base, but they wouldn't lie to us, right? Anyway, let's give a try to Confetti Crunch cereal in milk. This stuff has some zip to it. It really is more tangy, more salty, more well-balanced than most birthday cake cereals are. Let me take a few more bites. I'm trying to pick out what it is, but I think the key here is that it's not just vanilla flavor. There is something baked cake about the flavors that they put in here. I don't see anything in particular that they are able to list on the ingredients that would point us in that direction. So it must just be an artificial flavor that they've put in here. But it really does taste like a funfetti cake rather than just a overly powerful vanilla. And that's really good. Well, I gotta say, I am very pleasantly surprised by this. Walmart really came through here. I think all that's left is to give this cereal a rating out of 5. Well, friends, we have done it all. We talked, we ate, we took every facet of taste and texture into consideration, and now it's enough. My final verdict on Confetti Crunch from Great Value is 4.0. This really is a great cereal from Great Value. And that point should not be dismissed. This really is a great value. $2.97 is what they almost always are at local Walmarts. So I don't think you need to run, but I would go out and see if you can find this limited edition cereal near you. Now listen, I'd love to spend even more cereal time together, and YouTube thinks you'll enjoy the videos that are on screen right now. So check those out while you're waiting for our brand new episode to drop next week. Until then, never be soggy, my friends. Bye-bye.